Community Livestock Integrated Development Consultancy. We are hired by other NGOs for the wisdom we have to try to make programs to work. But I want to talk about this sign. In 2008, when the Queen was coming from England, they said, we want all of the street children off of the street of Kampala. Do you remember?
Mm.
They wanted to put them all in prison. They arrested many. They called us. We went to Kampala, we put them on a bus, we brought them here. We started the Timothy program, where we send them back to their own communities, we sponsor them in school, we help them with clothing, because most of those children come from Matine, the very place you just came from.
Yeah, that is true.
You know it,
Yes,
true?
Yeah, it's true.
What happens, the children go to to Kampala, they do things that are bad, but they get money for it. Then the girls come back and say, oh, you look, I have all of this nice clothing, I have all of these fancy things on my shoes. And they begin talking to all the other girls, and the girls are seeing how nice you look. And they say, if Kampala is like that, I want that. So then they sneak on the bus and they go to Kampala, not knowing what they will have to do to be in Kampala. The boys also don't know what they will have to do. There are leaders for the street children in Kampala. Let me get Dan. Can you sing? Okay, you try. La 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 la. You try. It's not good enough. So as a street boy, because he cannot sing and no one will give him money, there's got to be a way to get people to give him money. So they capture him and they pour hot oil across the eyes and permanently blind him. Now when he's standing on the street, they can see he's blind and has the scars, and he's off it. He gets more money because he can't sing. What can he do? So those people are blinding them or doing other things to them. Or they take the young girls, they make them pregnant so that they stand there with the baby to get more money. That's the way those Matine children are treated. Can you imagine being blinded so you get more money for them? And they barely give you enough food to survive?
Very bad.
So we gather those children, we help to send them to school. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's very challenging. But when you go to Moroto, you're going to find more than 350 street boys, young ones, moving around. You've ever seen the street boys in Moroto? And how are they always? Akoro, akoro. You know the word akoro, yes? You know the word akoro, Hosea? Akoro, akoro. I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
How are you? Akoro. How was your day? Akoro.
I'm hungry.
That's all they can say.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're trying to work with those street boys. But those ones of Kampala are difficult. You know how tough they are. Because as soon as they see you, they look at your shoes. Why do they look at your shoes? Why do they look at your shoes? That's how they know how much money you have. You can be wearing not so good clothes, but if you can afford nice shoes, isn't it?
Yes.
The other thing they're going to do, they're going to look here. What do you have on your wrist? And then the last thing they look at, they know what kind of phone you are having. Is it the high quality, low quality? Is it one that you just throw away? They know. And they begin asking, money, akoro, akoro.
I'm hungry.
In Kampala, I will see them on the streets. I greet them in their language. Ajoka, Ebalai, Naleo. I talk. Then I say, you come back here tonight, say 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm going back to Karamoja. If you want to go back, I can take you back. Do you want to go back? Oh yes, we want to see family. We're tired of this place. I come back at 5 o'clock. Mamnashe. Nothing. No one's there. Because they fear to come back where there's no money. Everyone is having alcohol. They're being beaten. There's no food. You see the challenge. These are the people who are desperate to know God. They need Jesus. They need, this is the important word, family. Isn't it? What do we offer people as Christians when we invite them to come to know Jesus? We offer them family. That's what everyone is desperate for. When the Timothy students come here, and the non-Timothy students, that's another group that we work with, we have them come to work for their requirements. We don't give them everything. I come and I teach them artwork. I teach them how to do this. I did this with two of the students. I teach them how to do construction, how to do painting, how to do welding, how to do electrical, how to do plumbing, so many things. I try to put trade skills in their hands because most of them will not do very well in school. Not because they're stupid, but if all the time everyone is beating you and rejecting you, you try to study. You try to study. Everyone you've ever seen. Isn't it true that the tribe versus tribe? You've seen what the Bugisu do to the Sabe. You know how they talk about you. They're all thieves up there. That's the way they treat one another. The Karamojong, that is the way they treat them. They are the lowest class, and they think they're stupid. But I can tell you, in Jinja, we've sent 20 of our students there. They're all top in the class because they can memorize everything. They're going to be the ones that are making that school to be top because they're getting all the top grades. Ipe, Ipe!